Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. That's probably the most interesting thing that's going to happen over the course of this run. Streak's getting up there. Not that it's super important and relevant. We did just have a Maggie run recently, but I've done like 2 runs on the stream since then. So I'm content to play as Maggie. Plus, as much as I hate to admit it, once that streak gets up in that like 5 range, I start to get a little bit of a sentimental attachment. C4DN Spurt. Not Spurt. SBRT. It's a little different. Shop Smart. Shop S-Mart. Doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, we're still on the lookout for raw liver. I got dangerously close, I think, a couple of runs ago when we had that weird little gambit that we took part in on the chest. We're looking for, you know, things like starter deck, things like Wheel of Fortune. Apart from that, we basically just have to get into the secret room and hope that raw liver shows up. But if we can raise our chances in a very, you know, small, specific subset of ways, we're gonna try it, but we're also just gonna have some fun in the process. Platinum God will happen when it happens. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I think we really have very little control over it now. If the last item we needed was Skatol, I could force that one out in probably a video or two, depending on how the conditions worked out. If the last item we need is raw liver, it's a little trickier. So I figure, you know, why don't we try to see if we get some kind of payout here. I'll even do it once more, I don't care. Alright, well, we'll see if maybe that becomes more useful in the future. I like this room because it is adjacent to our item room. Apart from that, I could take it or leave it, to be honest with you. Inside of our item room, we get a question mark. It's an above average question mark, even though we finished up with Bad Trip. You know what, it's maybe not an above average question mark, but it's better than Yumheart, would be my guess. I don't think it's a great item, but Yumheart almost has like the opposite of the D6. When I play as Isaac, I like to keep the D6, and it takes a really great item to take the D6 away from me. When I play as Maggie, Yumheart is just kind of like, you know, I know what it does. It always does the same thing. It's useful, but it's not that exciting. I would rather mix it up, which is why I'm going to be rolling with the Mom's Bottle of Pills. Hopefully we can get a PhD. Those items pair nicely together, like a fine red wine and a steak of Kobe beef. Kobe. There we go. Had to be around here somewhere. We got a key in the process. It's a little disappointing, I'll admit. Wasn't expecting raw liver. In fact, literally, I was not expecting raw liver. And that's sad, because the whole reason I'm going to secret rooms so vigilantly is to get raw liver. But I've already resigned myself to the fact that the odds of it showing up are so low that I shouldn't get excited about it. But I was hoping for maybe some money. Use that money to buy something from the shop. You know, facilitate PhD in the future or something like that. Steven. There's like a 1 in 32,000 chance that we get the damage upgrade, and like, you know, a 1 in 1.00068 chance that we end up picking up Little Steven. Truth be told, it's so weird that those items have such a differential spawn rate, because at least in vanilla, I pretty much equated them as equals. Might be a little bit redundant there, but like, I think Little Steven's damage is roughly the same as the damage that you get from Steven. Now, that might not be literally true, but functionally, I think it's pretty similar, because Little Steven is more likely to hit probably as a result of the homing tiers, but, you know, you have control over your tiers, maybe you don't want to hit, you know, with Steven. I think they're functionally very, very similar, and don't give me this bullshit like you got a better chance if, you know, you kill Steven first, or you killed Little Steven first instead of Steven. I used to buy into that myth myself, and people have illuminated me, which is ironic considering the curse that we have right now. But we're very lucky to find a tinted rock, and we also got our bomb back, so we can still go to a secret room. Now we're a little bit more likely to get that deal with the devil, which is really, you know, I'm not 100% a min-max player, and I think that's pretty obvious, but I really, really like getting that deal with the devil right off the bat, just for fun. Like, your run is a lot better the better you're doing. Missing that first deal with the devil has a high incidence, or high coincidence, I should say, with runs that I just do not like. Like, runs where I find myself not enjoying myself very much at all. As far as early big rooms go, this one's not actually that bad. Early big rooms, though, was my favorite alternative rock band of the 90s. I watched them open for Harvey Danger, you know, back on the I'm Not Sick But I'm Not Well tour. That's not true. I would have been like 8. Probably wouldn't let me go to... I don't want to be the kid going to a Harvey Danger show with his parents. How am I going to get late to this show, Mom, if you're cramping my style? Do we know these? Bad gas. Explosive diarrhea. That's not so bad, all things considered. Thought maybe we'd get a pot out of it. Well, no, we got some spiders. You're definitely not going to get a pot out of it if you go to a Harvey Danger show with your mom when you're 8 years old, though. I promise you that. You're probably in the lowest risk range of getting a pot, whether on purpose or accidentally. Well, we might be able to bomb our way into our secret room, but honestly... Or into our item room, I should say. But honestly, with 2 keys, I'd rather just spend the key on it to... Well, 3 keys, I'd rather just spend the key on it to begin with. Our item room this time has Rainbow Baby. It's absolutely okay. Not quite what I'm looking for, but this does present a potential fun situation for us. We have a relatively good upside to getting BFF. If BFF shows up, I will be motivated to pick it up, not only for humor's sake, but for the somewhat increased damage that it would give us. I hesitate to say that it would be very much, but, you know, the more familiars you got, the better it is. Golden key, so we will definitely check out our shop then. Did you hear that weird sound? That was freaking me out. I don't really want anything in here, to be honest with you. Red candle, maybe, but we have used red candle quite a lot recently. We've got so many familiars, I would hate to have to use a bomb against the little haunts, but I think I will anyway. That one was really, really, really good. Alright. Rainbow Baby giving some differential status effects honestly scares me a little bit, because yeah, that slow could be dangerous / deadly. But the extra damage, it's meaningful, it means something. That's the definition of the word meaningful, in case you were curious. We can actually afford to get hit a couple of times here. Well, once. We can afford to get hit once, which is not a definition of a couple by any stretch of the imagination. We're almost done with this. Pretty good fight, actually, and this is a good opportunity to see, hey, that our familiars, you know, well, not spectacular, are helping us out a little bit. Speedball's okay. And the Krampus fight. Well, the only positive thing that I can really summon here is the fact that, you know, we're paying the Krampus tax early. And that's alright, you know. It's a little bit less painful than if we really, really needed an item later and ended up having to get the Krampus tax instead. So, Krampus's head is better than the pills, but I think I'm going to stick with the pills just on the off chance we pick up, like, PhD. I still gotta find the secret room on this floor. We had Krampus's head either last run or the run before, and it's not good enough for me to ignore that, you know? Not for the audience's sake, although I hope that you appreciate it as well. You know, we'll get a little bit more random here with our bottle of pills, but more so for my own sake. You know, I'd rather mix it up a little bit here. And there we go, we got our first reward, Pretty Fly. Unfortunately, it's gonna be very difficult for us to tell where our secret room is. One of those floors. I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb and say it's right here, but there's a lot of possible opportunities for it to be somewhere else. Yeah, that's okay. We tried. Can't really be blamed too much for that one. Again, I don't really care about the red candle, so I think we just head down to the next floor. I'm very excited that we still have 2 keys to make some good stuff happen. Alright, this is sometimes good, sometimes bad. I think Curse of the Labyrinth is kind of like one of the more deceptively, insidiously bad kinds of curses. Because it doesn't actually affect you that much in invisible ways. But it does affect you in kind of ways that are more difficult to notice. Like if we take red heart damage here, we've ruined our deal with the devil potential across 2 different floors. Mind you, we could only possibly get one deal with the devil on these floors anyway, which is another reason why I think Curse of the Labyrinth is actually kind of a little bit more deleterious than we let on. But it's still, you know, there's nothing that says that this floor has to be terrible. We just gotta, you know, roll the dice and hope the RNG gods are working out in our favor right now. There's some positive things as well. Because we had a little bit of extra money, we could actually spend some money on our shop and still have an arcade on this floor, because it technically counts as an even floor as far as I know. Of course, the downside is that we get one less shop on the run as a result of it. So yeah, I mean, you could go back and forth on this stuff all day, but there's more negative than positive for sure. I think, at least. Luckfoot is a fine item that we've been picking up an awful lot recently. It's another item, but it's kind of like the opposite, or the inverse of Curse of the Labyrinth. I think it's good, but it's good in kind of secretive ways. It's difficult to tell, you know, what you can attribute to that and what you can't. Speed down sucks. And Pheromones is not great, but at least we did get Speed Ball earlier, so even though we're slow, we're not crazy slow. I mean, like, we're not slow to the point that I would be concerned about not being able to dodge most enemies. Some enemies might be a pain in the dick. Glad we got Pheromones here, made this room a lot easier. Of course, even though we have Pheromones, and that was good for us there, I'm not really excited about the fact that our entire rotation so far seems to be highlighted by Pretty Fly and Pheromones. Pretty Fly's good, up to a point. Pheromones, you know, I'd rather not. You know what would be awesome is if we actually, like, one of two shop items would be great. PhD or Starter Deck, because Starter Deck basically turns this into a rune and card generator. Turns Mom's Bottle of Pills, that is, to be more specific. We've had it once before like that, and it was relatively fine. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you're pretty much still using deck of cards, which is not that amazing as far as spacebar items go, but I think cards are better because you know what they are, and because sometimes they just are better. Like, the Joker card always takes you to deal with the devil. The Telepills card, or Telepills pill, sometimes takes you to deal with the devil, sometimes it just, you know, fucks you in the butt. Wafer. Wafer's great, but we've got a very defensive run. Look at that, like, Scumbag picks up this great item and is like, yeah, Wafer's good, whatever, fuck it. Now, let's talk about what we need. Nah, but Wafer's like... Wafer's great, but it doesn't address, like, our most glaring concern with this run right now, which is basically the fact that I have piss poor damage, with the exception of the fact that I have a lot of familiars firing all at the same time here. Hopefully that's an issue that we'll be able to address on this floor via a deal with the devil in all likelihood. Pretty Fly. Okay, I mean, I'm super excited that Mom's purse has at least given us, or sorry, Mom's bottle of pills. Got it confused with the coin purse, which then got it confused with the purse. Did give us nearly a full suite of orbitals. It gave us the effectiveness of the Halo of Flies item right now, which is pretty nice. But we do need a little bit more. But I'd say after we get a full suite of orbitals, then it's pretty much all gravy. Wonder if we can get a pill at the same time. That's way too far away, I think. Yeah. Would have found the secret room. I'm fairly confident. Whoa, that fly didn't have an animation when it spat out the bullet there. I'm a little taken aback there. Just about the only thing I'd like to have a Curse of the Labyrinth for is if I was trying to get the boss rush. I guess if you find the boss or you get like an Emperor card quickly, you're basically skipping one whole floor. Which probably is bad for, you know, your long-term consequences, but might be good for getting you boss rush if you needed it to fill out a post-it note or something. Glad we got another bomb. We'll put it down here to look for a secret room here. I'm not being as diligent as I could be. I could be checking to see, like, oh yeah, like there's very little chance of there being a secret room on the right side of that room because there was a border there that we couldn't actually breach. So that was effectively a wasted bomb. But at the same time, I'm not gonna spend my whole life doing secret room math, Dad, and you can't make me. It's a little boring. Stay away, please. I'm actually amazed that we've managed not to take red hard damage. Oh, come on. Oh, that we've managed not to take red hard damage, in spite of the fact that our own damage is, like, not very good. It's a bit of a surprise to me. I would have expected kind of a bit of a harder floor, I guess. Are we on caves? No, it's catacombs, man. Maybe I really do just underrate familiars that much. Maybe they're giving us just enough to make me feel like I'm a little stronger than I actually am. Pheromones would be great here. Or if this guy just explodes near his friend, and thus causes bullets to shoot out, that would probably hit me. Oh, almost got stuck there. Gotta be getting very close on both of these guys. He didn't... Oh, I guess the explosion doesn't count as damage against him because he's his friend. Weird. Sharp plug. I think it's okay, but honestly, like, without the PhD or starter deck, I have no interest in using it. I need to use sharp plug more often. It's probably one of the items that I understand the least usefulness out of all the items in Rebirth. And it has a lot of, like, really practical applications that I just choose to ignore because it intimidates me. We should buy the Spirit Heart. I would be now that I think about it and I'm coming back, I would be an idiot if I didn't buy the Spirit Heart. we want to avoid taking red heart damage, this is by far the easiest way to do so. And watch us, like, get hit once on this room. Like, that would have completely justified the pickup. I mean, the pickup is justified either way, I think. Still, you get the idea. This is a big floor. I mean, it's a physically huge floor, but it's also a big floor for kind of repercussions. You know, if we end up getting to our boss room here, we could see a wide variety of different possibilities come out. We could fight the Fallen, get a deal with the devil item, then fight another boss right after, and get another deal with the devil. That could be amazing. Or we could end up fighting, you know, Pestilence and filling out our orbital suite, and then fighting Mega Fatty and being really annoyed with the amount of HP he has, taking a little bit too much damage to even give us a chance at a deal with the devil, and find ourselves maybe getting screwed a little bit as a result of that. So this room, remember this boss corridor here, this might end up being the most important room on the entire floor, the most important series of rooms on the entire floor. It might set the tone for how things are going to go in the future. Don't love that, and a range downgrade pill's not making me too excited. Dark One. As far as boss fights go, the Dark One's not that bad. As long as we just remember to get out of the way. And don't put ourselves ever directly below. We're gonna be fine. Wish that we didn't get that speed downgrade. That's making me a little nervous, but all things considered, we should be mostly fine here. He's getting a little closer every time. It's freaking me out a little bit. I'll tell you what, we'll come this way now. See how my left-handed dodges are doing. Should be dead. Come on, DPS. Yeah, good enough. We get a speed upgrade, which I was just complaining about, and we get a damage upgrade, which is awesome for us. Thank you to Little Steven for doing a little bit of extra damage there to that nub, and thus making it so it didn't spawn a spider. I gotta say, I'm actually very proud of myself on this floor, that in spite of the fact that my damage was not out of control, I only took one hit on an entire XL Catacombs without amazing items. I think it's not like anything to accolade or reward with an award or anything like that, but I think it was pretty good. And we didn't get a deal with the devil, but, you know, well, now we got hit twice for 1.5 hearts technically, but I think we pretty much did everything within our power to come out ahead on that floor, and if the game doesn't want to give it to us, well, there's not that much I can say in my own defense, can I? Necropolis 1. Very good, because it gives us double the deal with the devil chances. That was terrible on my own behalf there. We got to get back within the protection of those spikes. It makes our dodging very limited. I mean, that's the only problem with this room. Necropolis is going to be a step up as far as the enemies go. Are you not wounded by the spikes? I took red heart damage immediately on this floor. That's what I get for tooting my own horn. That's why I always say I'm not tooting my own horn, because when I toot my own horn, sometimes it blows back in my face. Speed down. Bad trip. I understand the value of the bad trip card, and I'm going to take advantage of it, to be honest with you. I really want to get the HP upgrade here. Alrighty then. I'm not even going to pick that up. Fuck this room to death forever. One is dead. There's at least 3 left. Probably at most 3 left. Alright. Stop being the fucking bodyguard, okay? Just get out of here, Kevin Costner. I don't want to deal with your horse shit and or hockey. No sports or defecation on my watch, mister. Dodged right into that one. That's my own bad. I don't know why my brain thought that would be the right call. The positive thing about taking red heart damage, if there is a positive thing about it, is that we can pretty much guilt-free go to our curse room here, and we have the bad trip card or pill to back us up, as long as we don't telepills out. Range down, pretty fly. Well, there's our full suite of orbitals. That feels pretty good. We'll full health it up. It hasn't been an amazing floor thus far, but, you know, the pretty flies, they help. Every extra pretty fly helps out. We're about to get another pill anyway here. I don't think we're going to die on this floor, but I really don't like our deal with the devil chances. So if we could get a good item room, maybe a good shop item, please don't make me fight greed and give me, like, you know, Spider Baby or something like that. Please. Speed down. This is why we need a PhD. Our built-in rotation. Oh, that was me. Our built-in pill rotation is not good. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me out! Alright, we'll check down here. Hate this room, too. Honestly, I kind of feel like this room is as close as you can come to a guaranteed damage room. If you have low damage, there's pretty much no chance of you getting out of it. Oh, I'm trapped in the corner. Get out, get out, get out. Maybe there is a chance of us dying on this floor. The boomerang is definitely not worth it. I don't think BOGO bombs is worth it either. I'll pay 3 cents just for the privilege of doing that. And we got pheromones that would save me on a room like the one I was just in, but... man, bit of a disappointment, especially now that I have 0 keys. There is our room, though. Don't think we'll see a secret room adjacent to it, so we're gonna have to wait until we get a bomb. Or, sorry, a key. Okay, that was good luck. So I'm gonna wait to pick those up until we go down to the next floor, because this floor is already probably a lost cause. Maybe I'll pick them up just before the boss, but I'm definitely not gonna pick them up right now. We gotta, you know, as much as I say I'm not a min-max player, we gotta min-max, I think, to have a good chance at this one. The forces of darkness are kind of conspiring against me here. Did that dude somehow manage to be exempt from pheromones because he jumped at the right time? That's some bullshit immunity as far as I'm concerned. Not immunity to bullshit, that would be another thing altogether. We got a big room, and it's a relatively annoying big room, actually. Thank you for asking. I'm very glad that we got that growth hormones pickup, because I think it actually is taking like 1 shot right off the top of these guys' max HP, which is making it a lot easier as opposed to having as opposed to having to deal with like 2 attacks from them. We only have to get 1 each, which is a lot easier to handle. There we go. We're not gonna go back just yet because we're gonna have to go back anyway to get those spirit hearts. Might as well save it just a little bit. I hate that they still have that brimstone when they're in motion, but I mean, so do we. So I guess turnabout is fair play. And I think the real thing that we can do on this floor is just not panic. Like, don't let this bad floor, at least it's bad so far, don't let it get under your skin. Don't let it color the way that you're going to play on future floors. This one is a lost cause with the exception of the boss room. So be it. Don't expect to deal with the devil. If you get one, you'll be happily surprised. That'll help your morale. But keep your morale up, you know? Just recognize that everyone has bad floors from time to time. Lemon Party. Okay, I am super psyched that that is actually in our rotation. That gives us a little bit of extra feel-goodness. You think that's going to be our secret room? I think that's going to be our secret room right there. 2 extra keys. No raw liver, but alright, I'll tell you what. We'll go pick up this stuff right now because we're already here. I'm feeling a little lucky. Let's give it a try. Hey! 2 bombs for 3 spirit hearts is a great trade. X-ray. After I just used bombs. It feels a little bad to get X-ray vision, but this is a good thing for us overall, no doubt. I am going to get this golden chest, or stone chest, in the hopes that it's an item. It's not, but it did pay out with a bomb, so we lost a key and picked up a red heart in the process. And if we just get through this room, that's perfect. I didn't expect the boss room to be over here, but here it is. Kind of surprised we got out of that without taking damage. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And now it's better, actually. Alright. Oh, okay. This is where things potentially all come together for us here. We beat the Fallen, get a guaranteed deal with the Devil. Afterwards, a chance at a deal with the Devil. Not a great chance, but a chance nonetheless. Thank God we got that speed upgrade. It gave us at least a shot at getting out of the way there. Ended up not getting out of the way, but that's okay. We had a chance. It's all about chances right now. Time to break the man's chances. And then we just won the run right there. See? What did I tell you? Good. Is that the most valuable 4 seconds of Rebirth in history? Brimstone Holy Mantle right out the bat. And you know what it's all because of? My positive attitude now. I hate when people do that. They're like, see? Just maintain a positive attitude. Good things will happen to you. That was pretty much straight up luck right there. Good for us, though. Sometimes the luck works out in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. And we had to at least have the balls to get those spirit hearts by blowing up the red fire, which, you know, some people might not have done it. That is, that's trademark Northern Lion luck there. I recognize it. I'm not trying to say that's skill. I hope you, if you're playing the seat at home, I hope you got the same kind of luck that I did right there. Kind of ridiculously, we picked up Holy Mantle right after it as well. But anyway, that's the run sorted. And, since we have X-ray goggles or X-ray vision, we have a very good chance of finding all of our secret rooms. The only reason we wouldn't is if I was not checking out 100% of the rooms, which I'll make an effort to do. And that gives us a better chance of actually getting raw liver. A good chance? No. Don't misunderstand me. But a better chance, yes. We'll go to our curse room because we can afford to, basically. Holy Mantle also makes it free, now that I think about it. And Goat Head, I mean, basically that's going to give us 2 deals. Whether they're angel deals or devil deals, only time will tell. But hey, free Goat Head. I'm not going to complain about it. Goat Head has actually been, like, really influential on a lot of our runs recently. Obviously, it's one of those items where you want to get it as early as possible, and this is probably a little bit suboptimal just because it's later in the game, but I can live with it. Don't love that. E. coli is not really the kind of item we'd be looking for right here. But actually, with Holy Mantle, it does allow us to do a little bit of extra damage if an enemy runs into us with no cost to ourselves. So there's something to be said for that. Still hoping that we don't fight Greed in this shop, because a starter deck would be so much fun. Or a PhD. PhD would go a long way towards making me feel better about the bullshit that we've had to deal with. Well, we're not going to fight Greed in our shop, because we just are fighting him right here. Kind of a ballsy bad gas play for not really a lot of damage. It is what it is, though. And there's our boss room. We're not going to go to that right away, but we might check out our curse room. Or sorry, our second secret room. A few flies, those will be helpful. We do have decent damage. And I like this room a lot. I can't believe we didn't get any other red hearts back. Oh, wow. Kind of surprised we got them all. Converter is just not good. That's not fair. But it's not what I need. Anyway, we're just going to head down to the next floor, honestly. With Holy Mantle, I'm not very worried about our HP. Why do we need to go to any of the other rooms? You know, we've already seen pretty much all there is to see from a, like a good terminal standpoint on this run. There goes Holy Mantle in the worst way possible. Got myself trapped in the corner. My familiars took care of that fly, which I'm very excited about because I didn't want to waste a whole brimstone shot on it. A little petty, I'll admit, but the brimstone shots are better served, you know, doing damage to Mom itself. Herself, I suppose. Oh, almost got hit there. Even after we lose Holy Mantle, we do have a full suite of orbital flies anyway. So there's our first Goat Head payout. This deal with the Angel for Scapular, which is okay. You know what? I'll tell you what. We'll do it. If we get 2 key pieces, we might be able to kill Mega Satan. Why not at least have the option to kill Mega Satan, right? If our run ends up not being strong enough to do it, then so be it. Our run ends up being not strong enough to do it. But if we got the opportunity to do it, we should take advantage of it. We don't do Angel Rooms enough as is. We have Celtic Cross? Why do we have... Oh, we're at a half-heart interval. That's why. It's rare to have that happen so early. Oh my god. I think with E. coli, I should really be getting in there every time I get hit. There's our key piece. We got a penny for it. Down to the next floor. Probably more deals with the Angel to come, although there is no deal with the Angel precedent. We also have the absence of a deal with the Devil precedent. But I wouldn't mind a deal with the Devil on this floor to trade away some of our useless red hearts. Might as well take it. Some of our useless red heart containers for not useless red heart containers. Also, a bad trip pill, please. Are there 4 polycephalus here? 4 polycephali? Certainly hope not. One. Oh, I had a feeling you might be there. Thank you, Holy Mantle. No tinted rocks. This floor is also another one that's kind of the moment of truth. And the last moment of truth ended up not really being that momentous, so maybe you want to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt here. That's worth a bomb, I'd say, just to give us a little more peace of mind. I understand that we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, but I'd rather have a permanent, you know, heart pumping blood-icity. AKA, I'd rather be alive than strong. Help. Okie dokie. Well, no secret rooms, no nothing over here. Always love the brimstone pickups, though. You normally, I mean, because it's rare-ish, I guess, you normally don't get items of that quality from the Fallen. I find myself mostly getting, like, ghost babies and stuff, but hey, I'm not complaining. Now, if we can just get raw liver, that would really tie the run together. I love piercing shots and beams. Well, let's just put it this way. I love brimstone on enemies with multiple phases. It makes them so much less annoying to deal with. Go ahead, chase me down, motherfucker. I also love that we have Rainbow Baby kind of stepping up and doing the slows from time to time. Another secret room of little use. Please. Thank you, little Steven. I guess we might as well take Counterfeit Penny. I didn't notice, but we didn't have any trinkets on this run up to this point. Kind of unlikely. Yeah, we might as well pick those up. I mean, from a tactical or strategic level at this point, we're at almost no risk of losing this run, I think. The only thing that could bung us up is exceptionally poor play. It happens from time to time. I don't really want to access that, to be honest with you, even though we could walk on the spikes, thanks to Holy Mantle and its protection. Really just want to, you know, hopefully finish this floor, get some decent items, move along to the future, and at some point pick up raw liver. That's worth it, I'd say. Mostly because it's free HP, so it's going to be worth it in almost every situation, unless we had too much HP, which for once we don't. Are any of these pills good? We're going to find out. There's pheromones. Lemon Party, that's alright. Pheromones. Bad trip. And range down. Honestly, I'm going to take a Lemon Party. We'll use it in the future. We might even use it against Mr. Fred, honestly, and then we can take pheromones with us to the next floor. So Holy Mantle's going to be gone, but, you know, so is Mr. Fred in the process of the Lemon Party play here. And we did get another deal with the Angel, so I say we take our HP and go through with this. Hopefully it's like flying. Nope. Well, it's effectively like more than 1 HP. We'll take it because we'll probably lose our Spirit Heart over the course of the fight. So the Mega Satan fight could totally happen. I mean, this should complete the key piece. Or it should be the final piece of the key puzzle. Thank you, Holy Mantle. Angel rooms, yeah, they didn't really ball out of control for us, but they did okay. We got Explosive Diarrhea. Would you rather have pheromones or Explosive Diarrhea? I don't think it really matters, honestly. We'll head down. The raw liver chance is still alive. It's just unlikely. I would really love to get a Fortune Teller card, or sorry, a Wheel of Fortune. Which could be a Fortune Teller. It doesn't really matter whether it's a slot machine or a Fortune Teller, all things considered. Yeah, go ahead, shoot me, see if I care. Nothing here. No bombs anyway. Thank God we have X-ray vision. I still love the way that like one of your familiars will carry the key. I think that's like the cutest thing in Rebirth. That is Lemon Party? Bad trip. Should have known considering I just had the Lemon Party pill, but I digress. We can't fly. We can still get those, but what are we looking for those for? You know, who cares? Sadly, can't really get too much of value out of that. I mean, we could gamble, maybe get a Wheel of Fortune card, but if you think I'm going to go through those lengths just to get raw liver, you got another thing coming. Now I'm just looking to get through these floors as fast as possible so we can get to the chest and hopefully make our dreams come true there. Again, I said this a couple episodes ago, but there is a decent chance just kind of naturally of getting a slot machine on your secret room, and if that happens, then that's excellent. Because you can blow it up for like a 1 in 10 chance of actually, in our case, getting real Platinum God. Without that, though, I can't believe you guys survived that. Without that, though, we gotta take matters into our own hands. Which is a scary proposition for me. Explosive Diarrhea, huh? I'll throw it down, like, right here just to get rid of it and see if we get some kind of item out of it. We did not. We gotta have killed, like, yeah, most of these. One just died over there. We've seen this room very recently, which is how I remember the enemy patterns. An arcade, huh? How do I feel about that? I would love it if there were a demon judgment in there. I don't really have anything to do with that. I don't want to play a blood bank. I don't think there's any need for us to play a blood bank. I mean, we have the wafer, so we take less damage, I guess. But I don't want HP. We already have max HP and Holy Mantle. Well, like, we have effectively max HP. You know what I mean. Don't be pedantic. We can get to a half-heart interval with a couple of plays here, I guess. That's worthwhile. But that's the only thing really strategically I can think about here. I mean, we don't really need the money either, because unless we get money equals power, it's just not going to provide us with any value. Where did we get that fly? Not that I'm perturbed by it, I don't remember getting it. It's just tagging along right now. Well, even if they don't end up attacking each other, I'm glad that they kind of bunched up, made it a little easier. And we will pick that up to replace a Spirit Heart with. It's not that big of a deal, but it's something. And down to the... it lives. I was going to say down to the next floor, but we're not literally done with it yet. We still got to actually beat Mom's Heart. And you can see that, like, our Brimstone damage is not as incredible as it has been on some runs in the past, but it's made that much better just by the fact that we can hit multiple enemies at the same time, you know? It's like talking about influential pieces of music. It's not necessarily the best pieces of music that become influential, but if a less influential piece of music, you know, hits 500 times as many people, it has a 500 times chance greater of being fondly remembered, I'd imagine. Don't ever shoot brimstone lasers at me. Thank you. You made the right call. There's no reason for us to fight another angel, unless it would drop another item. I should have maybe tried for it, but whatever. I mean, we don't need to beat Mega Satan, but for fun, we might beat Mega Satan anyway, because, you know, it really doesn't get much better than Brimstone, Holy Mantle, and the Wafer when it comes to, you know, trying to fight a semi-difficult boss. And hopefully we can fight Mega Satan to celebrate our Platinum Godness as well. Good charm. Kind of surprised you didn't die. The low damage of our Brimstone shot is relatively easy to swallow, though, based on the fact that, you know, we also not only take half as much damage via the Wafer, but take damage, like, substantially less often than normal as a result of Holy Mantle. Like, we take, like, 1/8 as much damage as you would on the average run at this point. That's pretty okay. I'm still not excited about fighting Mega Fatty, but, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Probably about, like, 2/3 of the way through this Mega Fatty's HP. Because there's two of them, it looks like they're deceptively, like, a little tankier than they actually are. But they are tanky. How are you not dead? Like, seriously. There we go. He was charmed. We could have let him live a little longer, but we got stuff to do, man. We got to get through this room. That charm actually did kill the dip there. There's our secret room. Not holding out a lot of hope on the raw liver pickup here, and with good reasons, I suppose. Well, we're gonna get a few pills. A lot of pheromones, some speed down. Speed down. Lemon Party. Lemon Party probably beats pheromones. I'll take it with us anyway. Maybe a small rock here, that would be nice. Well, Spirit Heart. Don't really want to pick it up. Blow this up. Happy to have the extra key. We might encounter some golden chests. And yeah, I was going to say, that's the second secret room, so we're probably like on the boss right now. Alright, I'm assuming Lemon Party might do like, 15-20% of Isaac's health. That's pretty good. I can live with that. That's not an insignificant amount. It's going to take him from the more difficult phase into the easier phase, which makes my life a lot easier as well. Please die. Please die. Alright, we're in a tough spot. And thank you, Familiar. That kill by the Familiar at the end saved me a lot of heartache. Please, like, charm or slow or something. I almost want to just, like, walk into him and let E. coli do some damage. Alright, we got lucky there. Chose the right direction. We cheated a little bit and we got off easy for it. still shooting me with the charm shots. I'm not sure if you're as charmed as you think you are, Alyssa Milano. Now, if we could just, you know, get through this fight, that would be excellent. I'm amazed. You know, if I had known that the pills would have been so bad for us, got like exactly the amount of speed necessary there. If I'd known that our pills would be so bad for us, I absolutely would have picked up Red Candle and rolled with it. That would have saved us some heartache, but it's pretty rich to complain about damage when you're the dude with Brimstone, right? Hey, I don't do any damage. All the enemies are dying in one hit. So there's our Mega Satan opening. Peeper's Eye, Infestation, Dark Bum. Technology 2, normally with Brimstone, this gives you the ability to charge your Brimstone while you're firing your Technology Laser. No. It might just give us a faster charge. I don't know. Technology 2 also lowers your damage by 35%. I picked it up thinking that I could use it the same way you'd use Technology 2 as Azazel, where you'd be firing your Technology 2 shot, then your Brimstone shot, so I was like, oh, that'll compensate for the damage downgrade, but it doesn't. So actually, that was like a pretty horrible series of chest items. I hate you. We don't even need to talk about that. So we gotta do some stuff here. We gotta try to kill Sloth last for the possibility of getting a Fortune Teller card. There might be some other ways of getting a payout there that I'm just not thinking of. That's the easy one, though. I'm sorry, Sloth. You're making it a little tricky. Get away from this other asshole. You may find yourself living a little longer. And Little Steven is landing like long bombs on Sloth here. It's ridiculous. Death card. Cancer Trinket, I'll take. Having a much higher kind of like rate of fire on our Brimstone Laser makes up for it not doing as much damage as it used to. You know what? I tried to use the death card there and totally whiffed on it. That one worked. Yeah, we're not even killing like the phase 2 Dingles in one hit. Kind of embarrassing. Amazingly, we didn't get hit there. So why didn't I take Book of Shadows when it's obviously a better item? That's a good question. I guess I'm hoping for a Perthrow rune to be able to reroll my shit. If I can reroll the secret room items, then I can give myself an out, you know? I don't know how we're going to get a Perthrow rune. It's going to have to be exceptionally lucky. First damage we took, and it's half a black heart gone. Oh, there's the full black heart. This is actually the most disappointed I've been with a Brimstone Laser, damage-wise. Since I think I got Soy Milk as Azazel. Explosive Diarrhea. That's Bad Trip. Bad Trip makes it basically impossible for us to die. We have Holy Mantle, Bad Trip, and a Wafer as well. Our damage sucks, though. That's on me. I probably shouldn't have picked up Technology 2. But go back and watch some recent Azazel runs where I got Technology 2. It was a nice addition to the run. I guess the Brimstone Laser with Azazel has different rules than the Brimstone Laser, you know, vanilla. Oh well. Shit happens. I honestly don't really mind losing the HP that we're losing here. I'd rather not. But at the same time, with the Bad Trip pill, I really don't expect to be in too difficult of a position. It was already dead, like the health bar was gone. Might as well take the Wafer. Actually, with the Wafer, now that I think about it, we didn't even need to take ourselves to that half-heart interval earlier. What's the point? And now, this is how you know that your Brimstone damage is kind of subpar when Dingle takes like 7 hits. Probably more, to be honest with you. Well, the slow counters him pretty easily. I guess we'll take Book of Shadows into the boss fight, or into the Mega Satan fight. I don't know if I'll fight Blue Baby, just because it's going to be kind of tedious, because our damage sucks. If I can get away with, like, not fighting Blue Baby and just beating Mega Satan instead, isn't that a fair compromise? I think it's kind of a fair compromise. Look, I would not advise you to do the dodging that I'm doing here, but you gotta admit, it's working out pretty nicely. Wait, whoa. We must have been hit by an enemy. We turned him into a Tari stool. That's indicative of upper, gastrointestinal bleeding. If you got that, you should go get that checked out of the doctor. Quick set. That's an issue. That is a crazy Brimstone Laser. I'm, you're showing off a little bit. I would actually rather have Soy Milk right now, I think, so we could at least tap shoot. Oh, Jesus. Old Monstro 2, wouldn't be much of a problem here. New Monstro 2, bit of a pain in the dick. No, 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 you don't understand. You gotta stay in sync with one another. You gotta be all in together now, birds of a feather now. Something, and then, yeah, you're changing the weather now? I can't remember, it's been a long time. Now, that was pretty good. There we go. One of you needs to nearly be dead. I'm getting a little amazed right now by the lack of death on display. I think a familiar just knocked one out of the game. We did not take damage, but it really feels like we should have. Why am I even exploring the rest of the floor if I'm just going to fight Mega Satan? Because I want to, like, I want to have a chance to get more raw liver cracks. It might seem like it's kind of like a long shot, and it is a long shot, but it's the shortest of all the long shots that we have at our disposal. The chest secret rooms are the most likely place for us to find raw liver, because the chests that pay out there are guaranteed to pay out with items. So yeah, it's a bit of a pipe dream, but you know, when did dreaming become a crime? Amazingly didn't take damage there. I mean, this is a relatively easy room, but I just wanted to make it a little faster. Another key. Dark Bum, that one's for you. You're almost getting ready to pay out, I can tell. Oh, I can tell. Yeah, I saw that bomb coming and was just like, you know what? You got me. Great shot. Sometimes you can see it coming well in advance, you know? Great chess players rarely get surprised by a checkmate. Not that I'm saying I'm great at chess or even the Binding of Isaac for that matter, but hopefully you understand the metaphor for pooping silly. Well, I really wish that I hadn't fucked up my damage so much, but apart from that, I mean, this is quite a nice run. Relatively comfortable. You know, can I just get you to, like, blow up the door so I don't have to deal with this horse shit? Because this is going to take forever. Infestation is going to help out a little bit. But this is going to be, like, a long fucking journey. This is going to be an odyssey to the center of the earth. Jules Verne would be fucking August Verne by the end of this room. I don't really understand that joke. I mean, I do, but I don't understand why it came to my head. Did one of you die? No, it was just because you were charmed. You didn't know what to do. I understand. Yeah, go ahead, man. I don't really care. You can't kill that which is already dead on the inside. Please. Oh, thank God. I gotta stop trying to kill all these guys, like, at the same time. Gotta focus one down. I know I'm gonna take damage in the process of this. I'm gonna do it anyway. Just because... Wait. Is this actually just working out fantastically? That's probably the work of my orbitals, I guess, but... I gotta play it in the hopes that it gives us a card. Let's do it. If we're gonna... We went all in this far, we might as well still keep going. Emperor card doesn't do it. We also got back to full health, which is kind of ridiculous. Emperor card does nothing for us, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate getting a card. You know, I'll keep playing. Oh, Yera Rune. If only we doubled our chest to begin with. I don't know what a Yera Rune does for us. Perthrow is what we'd be looking for. What do you got for me, baby? Empress. We tried so hard. I don't even know, like, what can I even use the Yera Rune for? I think we gotta take our Empress card and just go fight Mega Stan. But I'll tell you what, I'll do the other rooms. You know why? Cause I gotta. If we get a Hanged Man card that falls now... Man, we're barely even one-shotting these mini haunts. But anyway, if we get a a Hanged Man card that falls, we can double it with the Yera Rune and then have a much better chance. I was really hoping that rune might be Perthrow, but the Yera Rune could give us a better chance if we actually end up being able to use it on a Hanged Man card, which the odds of it are nil. which is Goblin backwards. If you've ever seen Troll 2, you'd understand. But, yeah, you know, we might as well put in our due diligence. What's the point of running 98% of the race and then being like, ah, we lost, you know? The quarter's not going to do shit for me. This is our last room until we fight Mega Satan. I apologize for sounding disappointed, because... Oh, okay, that's it. I apologize for sounding disappointed, because it's been a good run so far. It's just... we didn't get the raw liver, Ma. Wah, wah. Also, I didn't pick up the good damage from Brimstone. Wah. That's me being a big baby about it. I'm a baby. I gotta go back for this Empress card, to be honest with you, because I want higher damage for the Mega Stand fight. Oh, there's some more rooms. We'll go through with them. Just don't hit Q by accident, you big dummy. This room is relatively easy, so I'm, you know, less salty about it. Even if we lose a Spirit Heart or something, it doesn't really matter. All things considered. There's already a radio show called All Things Considered, right? Because if there's not, it's a great name. You should consider it. I think it's already taken, so, you know, don't blame me if your shit gets copywritten. Copy that. Please. It's actually taking... Oh, because I picked up Missing Poster, I was like, when did our tiers go down? It's because I picked up Missing Poster. But that's okay, because Missing Poster, classic, like, great trinket. It's really good. One of the best trinkets in the game, bar none. I can't believe that a Brimstone run has ended up being... I mean, if you count transitions and stuff like that, probably close to an hour long. This is big. I don't know what we can get, but it's big. Halo? Celtic Cross? I mean, it's pretty good. But that's gonna be the end of our dream. Unfortunately. You know what? Fuck it. That's not the end of the dream. We're gonna go fight Blue Baby. What do we got here? Empress? Emperor? Strength. We're gonna take the Strength card into the Blue Baby fight. We're gonna fight Blue Baby with the Strength card because we get an extra Crystal Ball charge after this. And the Crystal Ball could pay out with a Tarot card or a rune that allows us to reroll our existing item in the secret room in order to have a chance at getting raw liver. Timing be damned. I want to knock this shit out, and we've been given a small chance to do so. Some would probably say an infinitesimal chance. We're going to take that infinitesimal chance, and we're going to turn it into a decimal chance. That doesn't maybe make any sense. That's okay, though. Maybe we'll just get a better tarot card for dealing with Mega Satan. Now it's Mega Satan became Mega Stan. Now it's Mega Staten. Next it'll be Micro State and Main. Then Microsoft Sam. After that, Micro's Dirty Jobs, starring Sam Fisher. Tom Clancy's Microbes. Oh God. Oh, it's a Strength card. You tease. You teased me. And you didn't even buy me dinner first. Or after. There's been no free dinners. Well, let's beat Mega Satan for humor's sake. Mega Satan, he's alright. Mega Satan is clean out of sight. Don't you know we got the fucked out of raw liver. Yeah. Fucked out of raw liver. Anyway, where did that bullet come from? On the good side, we're still holding on to our Holy Mantle charge here. On the downside, this motherfucker has a trillion HP. Like, I've had Brimstone runs where we completely destroy his hands with one shot. Now we're on a Brimstone run. It took me like 20 minutes to bust him open there. Oh, that is, yeah, I'm gonna get hit by that. This is a, it's gonna be a much longer fight, I think. That's half the fun, I suppose. Okay, now we gotta deal with this bullshit. You know, even with the Empress card, damage is a lot worse than I would like. Got a good feel for when the enemies are going to explode, though. It's not this wave that's the annoying one. Yeah, it won't be this wave that's the annoying one either. It'll be the wave that is like all of the mini-bosses nearly at once. At least we can blow up the bomb flies all at the same time. Can I shoot the hands here, by the way? No, they don't take damage. Okay. This might be the least damage I've ever done. Oh, I should have totally taken the bad trip pill in, but actually, now that I think about it, maybe the damage is just better. It's hard to say, though. Come on, Mega Stan. It's gonna be a long fucking order here. Longer than your aunt's order at Starbucks. Why is it always the ants, man? I also probably should have taken the cancer trinket, or literally like anything but missing page. But, you know, what can I say? Can't really offer too much in my own defense, to be honest with you. It's just fun. Well, really didn't think that I'd be safe standing there, but apparently I was incorrect. We do have 4 bombs, so the speed is going to be out of control pretty soon. Alright, now we got another wave about to come up. Probably should not have let myself take 1 full heart from that brimstone. But I'm starting to feel like taking damage is like the right course of action. Because we get the infestation flies, but then our flies, unfortunately, are gated by our damage as well. Remember when we beat that fistula with like 2 brimstone shots, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's not awesome any longer, I'll tell you that. Please. This is like the ultimate counter to the people who say like, Mega Satan should be harder. Our damage is so bad. That's on us. But at the same time, the only reason we even have a chance of surviving is because of the fact that I picked up like literally every good defensive item in the game. Celtic Cross helped me out a little bit here. I guess E. coli doesn't work the same way that Midas Touch does, because Midas Touch would have given us a ton of damage against those enemies. Anyway, we're hitting pretty hard. I mean, we're not hitting pretty hard, but we're hitting pretty a lot, so that's something. Didn't expect that. I think we're safe if we just hang out up here. Certainly, I think this is in the running for the longest brimstone run I've ever had. I apologize for it, but at the same time, the fact that it's kind of ridiculous is great to me. Please. Please. Oh my god, we gotta deal with the angels. So we're almost there. We're almost to the second phase. It's never good when you're on a brimstone run, and I'm like, man, I hope Peeper's Eye hits. Wow. And we only have to fight 2 of these motherfuckers, I think. But, like, really, Peeper's Eye landing would mean a lot to me right now. I bet those lights on the angel's shoulders tell you, like, what direction the bullet, well, not the bullets, but the lasers are going to come out in. I wish I knew for sure. But I bet that is the tell. I'll never fight them enough to memorize it, but it is what it is. Please, God, be dead. Oh. Jesus, Marinara, and Joseph. Come on. Help me, help me. You gotta be close, dog. Yeah, I don't care. Smack me on the ass if you want to. Just finish the run. Oh, my Lanta. And we still aren't gonna get real Platinum God over the course of this, despite all the bullshit min-maxi padding that we did. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Well, it should have probably hurt. I long for the runs where we one-shot each of these hands. Come on, Peeper's Eye. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Time to love one another right now. Seriously, though. Oh, Peeper's Eye, you can do it, buddy. No, you can't. And that's okay, you know? Not everybody can. Oh, okay, we're on the second phase. We've lost. We've been hit about 15 times. I don't think we have any more mini-bosses to fight, though, so the good news is, even though it'll be harder to avoid taking damage, we should be able to more consistently, like, do damage as well. Are bombs even, like, that relevant to the story right now? I gotta admit, that's a pretty cool effect. Careful. Whoop. Lucky dodge in the middle there. We can see how hurt he's getting, so we know exactly how little we're affecting him right now. Gotta watch out for these cricket's body shots. Body shots. Anyway. Seems like we're relatively safe in the middle here. It's slowly changing. It's getting a little tight up at the front here. Time is on our side. I'll tell you that much. We could up, down, we can do this all night. He's got, that's looking pretty worse for wear. I've got to imagine that he's nearly dead. This is great because, like, there's pretty much no doubt I'm gonna win as well. So not only has it been a long fight, and not only do we not need to do this, like, this is completely meaningless because we've already unlocked the shit, but it's a foregone conclusion as well. So there's really nothing I can offer in my own defense for this being entertaining, but it is done now, so we can be freed from this purgatory. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.